Yo, this girl said, well, when you start the show, because you know I always listen to you, can you play my joint first? Some new Tank song. This is a new song that he's supposed to play. I don't know. She got it, though. She got it. See, yeah, we're going to have a good... You know, it's
Let's
something
do
that I
it.
always said, man. Social media, you can see everything you want. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So when you're doing things and people don't apply or hit, they see it, though.
100%.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
getting a lot of. Listen, the bad come with it too.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
I'm seeing it.
yeah.
I'm feeling it.
Man.
But
God is
I
good.
listen.
That's
I
right.
roll right past that.
That's right. That's right, man.
I roll right past it.
The other night you put up a post, man, and it was something more like saying, like, no matter what, I'ma still do me. No matter.
Yep.
I was
I
like,
can't
yo,
feed into that because
wow.
you know I've experienced that since
Yeah,
day one.
yeah.
But it's there.
It's
It's
there.
heavy too.
Really?
Yeah, it's there.
Wow. We're gonna have a great conversation.
Yeah.
You look good.
Thank
My
you.
laptop said it. You look good, though,
Thank you.
guy. Yeah.
I don't feed into that. I can't do the no negative vibes. I
That's
don't have
right.
time for it.
That's right. That's right.
God's been too good. I don't have
What?
time for it. Listen,
What?
I've been through some things.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's right. That's
So
right.
that right there, I don't feed, but I see it.
That's right. That's right.
You know,
Yes.
the hate is real, but I let them.
She said the hater.
It's real,
It is.
but he'll tell you
Yo.
it's always been there.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know.
I'll tell you one thing, you always have held your head up though. No matter what you go through or went through, I never saw you walk with your head down.
I can't afford
Never
to.
seen it.
But when people, that's what they want to see though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
why give them that?
That's a fact.
It's
See?
there. I mean, I have my days, but I can't. You can't show that. You know.
That's right. That's right, T. That's right.
You
That's
gotta
right.
keep it going. So.
Yes. I was checking. I was checking. I was checking. Yo, she's so dope, T, man. You know, we do so many interviews and a lot of showcase. T, it's like what comes with success is a lot of other, like you said,
Yeah.
it's things that we're experiencing, man, that is like, whoa. You know what I'm saying?
I can
But I
imagine.
always say God is good, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So we stay focused, but I tell you, man, it's real.
Oh, 100%.
It's real.
100%. But you just gotta you have to stay focused.
Yes. Yes.
The hardest thing I find is staying focused.
Yes.
You know, it's hard. It's hard.
That shit hard.
It's easy to just kind of like get off track.
Yes,
you know?
man. God damn.
It's easy. So you gotta keep your blinders on. Just keep running that
That's a
marathon.
fact. Oh man. Oh man. Today, you know what? Today took a long time to come, even though it was like a real short time. We finally got you in the building. We got Tanil Williams in the building. Yo,
Hey.
you already. I tell you, T, and shout out to everybody that's on logged on right now. I want to shout out to everybody, man. We got a real special guest today, man. Her name is Tanil Williams, and we're gonna get into it, T. And before we get into anything and make it real interesting, I want to go back a little, T. Like, you know, it's things that I don't know, even though I have known you, but it's things that I don't know. Like, were you born and raised?
So I was born in Jamaica, Queens. So
Okay, okay.
Raised in Jamaica, Queens.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I've been around.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's basically where you're from, though, right?
Yep.
And how was your upbringing? Like what area in Jamaica? Like, because Jamaica Queens can go like you got different sections. Because a lot of like I'm saying Jamaica Queens, but I'm originally from Southside, but it's still like former Jamaica Queens. Like what part, what area I should say, or you just been all over South Jamaica Queens?
So between Liberty,
Okay.
and
Yes.
Bricktown.
Okay. There we go.
So I represent
doubt.
both sides.
No doubt. No doubt.
Um,
No doubt. And speaking of it, you know, coming in from Liberty and that side of town, and how was your upbringing? Was you in the house with both of your parents, or how was your upbringing? Like, how was your childhood life, I should say?
So I was brought up with both parents.
Dope.
Two
Dope.
hardworking parents.
Okay.
Um, two parents who both love and care for not only me but for the community.
Wow. Wow. That's so dope. Like, how many brothers and sisters you have?
Just me.
Just you. Okay.
Just me
See?
and a lot of brothers and sisters. My parents
No
raised my
doubt.
cousin,
No doubt.
Craig, who was brought up as my brother.
No doubt. No
Um,
doubt.
but biologically, it was just me.
Yeah, okay, okay. And so damn, the only child. So I don't want to jump to conclusions. Was you spoiled or are you spoiled?
I'm not spoiled. I'm blessed.
Oh, okay.
And I can say that aside from just not only am I blessed, I work hard for everything I have.
Nice.
And I continue to work hard for everything I have.
Yes, yes. And when you say working hard, like I know that it be we go through things.
Right.
Struggle is with everywhere we go. It's gonna be here. How was it, accomplishing things as you going or coming along and dealing with people? Did you lose friends? Did you lose family members? Meaning, because they say one of the biggest things to success is dealing with envy.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Did I?
Man.
Absolutely. So I lost my dad when I was 12, 13.
Wow.
So, but in the process, in the midst of that, I worked hard. I gained a master's, actually 2 masters. So I
Really?
did my double
Wow.
masters.
Dope.
Before that, I did my bachelor's. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So it wasn't easy.
Yes. Yes.
It was definitely a journey, but I did it.
Absolutely.
So, and I'm here just to tell anyone there's nothing that you can't do.
Absolutely.
The impossible is possible.
I like the way you just worded that. Go back a little. You said you lost your dad at 12.
Yeah.
How was that time? Like, I know losing anybody is a sad time, but the transition, because you never get over it. You just learn how to deal with it.
Absolutely.
So how was that? Like, if you don't mind, and if you want to elaborate a little, if not, it's cool. Like, do you remember that phone call?
I do.
Mm.
So I can talk briefly about it. I don't really like to go into
Okay,
it.
and you don't have to. Absolutely
So
not.
I'll give the clean version. So what happened was I had came home from school one afternoon. I was actually living in not Bricktown, but on Watson Place,
Okay.
which is around the corner from
Absolutely.
Bricktown.
Absolutely.
And I was coming home from school. I think I was like maybe in 7th grade, like 7th grade, and I believe I was washing dishes, and my mom was home because my mom worked nights, and my dad worked day. And she, I think, was preparing for work, and the phone rang, and my dad's partner's wife called, and she was asking my mom if she heard from Keith, which is my dad.
Right.
And my mother was like, "No, I didn't hear from him." And she said, "Oh, okay." And then the phone rang again, and someone had asked the same question. I don't know who it was. And my mother was like, "No," but now her antennas,
It's up.
right.
Yeah.
And then the phone rang again, and this time it happened to be, I believe, one of my aunts, my mother's sisters.
Okay.
And they were screaming. So by then, they were telling her, like, something happened to my dad. I don't know, for whatever reason, during that time, I just remember, like, a bunch of men from PD walking up our steps, and they were, like, in all black. And so when they come to deliver the news.
Yeah.
And as they were coming up the steps, we were walking down the steps.
Oh man.
And I just remember like going crazy, cursing, everything. And at that time I didn't curse. Well, my parents, they didn't play that.
Right. Wow.
And I really don't remember too much from there on. And I do remember like they blocked me from reading the newspapers. I think I couldn't go to school at the time.
Wow.
Like he hadn't been caught, so we were like, we were under high security and everything.
Right.
So I don't know, everything else there is like a blank. Yeah.
Reason I wanted to bring that up is just because dealing with anybody that's in law enforcement, it's like another world because
Absolutely.
remember their world is confidential. A lot
Mhm.
of things
Mhm.
they can't share or discuss.
Yep.
And when you're a high grade detective such as your pops
Mhm.
on that level,
Mhm.
you got to almost move like a CI, like
Mhm.
just real careful.
Mhm.
So I guess they was more concerned about that. But
Mhm.
I will say, at the age of 12, man, losing your pops, I know it was a rough time. But did it make you and your moms bitter? Because at that time, at 12, you don't really have the quite understanding. Or maybe you did, but meaning what I'm saying, me and your moms would go back and forth, meaning, because she hurting too. It's her husband, and you hurting because it's your dad. So did y'all bump heads on a lot of things?
No.
No?
No.
Wow.
Actually, we became much closer
Okay.
because I mean, I was a daddy's girl. Like
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I did everything with him. I was out
Absolutely.
out in Liberty Park together.
Absolutely.
So
Oh, that's all. Okay. No,
we,
it's all right. It's
we
all right.
you want me to
It's
get
all
it?
right. No,
Oh,
no, it's all
okay.
right. Things
So
happen.
we kind of became a lot closer. And then I had the community.
Yeah.
So the community became my parents and my
Yeah.
brothers, my sisters.
Yeah.
So thank God,
Thank God.
God is
Absolutely.
good,
God is good.
So
Do
yeah,
you know? And like I say, man, to see you sitting here looking so wonderful and
thank you.
knowing, somewhat of the history and how long you've been doing your thing, because I know that you had also started your own business, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah, and you was doing. I think it was like hold on, don't correct me. Celebrity drinks or
No, no, no.
cupcakes.
Yeah,
Cu-
it was like infused. It was like infused treats at one time, but I
yes.
kind of.
When you started that, actually, let's talk on that. If you
So
don't mind.
I started that when I was married. So
Oh,
right, but
okay.
I'm divorced now.
Oh,
So right,
okay,
right,
okay,
right, right.
okay.
Mhm.
So again, do you got a family of your own?
Right. I have a son. He's 21.
Wow. Only son or?
That's it.
Oh, so
Just
y'all
one.
keeping it? Oh,
That's
they keeping
it.
it in the family
One and
tradition.
done. That's
One and
it.
done. One and done. We're gonna keep it
One
this.
and
One and
done.
done.
That's it.
Yo,
One and
wow.
done. Yeah.
So do he remind do he look like you?
My
Or his
son,
pops?
yeah, he looks like me.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
not like me, but he looks like me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like raising a son, and I mean, respectfully, is both of the parents is up raising your son, or it was just
No,
one part?
just me,
Just
pretty
you?
much. Yep.
Okay, and this is another topic that I always say, even on Mother's Day, man, how you guys, I think Mother's Day should be rewarded a lot better and different, but a lot of mothers going to do it by themselves. How was that transition for you raising a young man? Because he's 21, you said, right?
Yeah, he's 21.
He's a man,
Yeah.
young man.
Yeah.
So doing that transition, was that complicated for you?
It's a lot different because you no longer see a village raising a child anymore.
In the world,
This day and age
that's true.
is totally different.
It's different.
It's lost. It's gone. It's gone, and
Talk about it.
that's what I'm trying to bring back.
Okay.
I
Okay.
just feel like this generation now.
Nah, for real, say it. It's just lost. I mean, it's sad, but and this crazy thing is, it's like they don't want to even get
No.
it. They're not paying
No.
attention. The attention
No.
span is 5 minutes,
Gone.
and it's over. You know what I'm
Gone.
saying? So it's real hard to deal with, the young youth today.
Mhm.
So you have to always be able to be in a position where you can think for them.
Yes.
Because a lot of times,
100%.
yeah, they do things.
They think they
have
know
you,
everything,
yeah,
and they're clueless.
and they're not
So
afraid. Like these kids
right,
today,
they're fearless.
yeah.
They're
Uh,
fearless.
And I think, not to cut you off,
Mhm.
I think that was one of the things on our upbringing. We was actually afraid of our parents or not to do certain things.
Right.
Today, it's
Right.
different.
And we fear God.
And we fear God.
You
Absolutely.
know, they
It
don't.
was heavy.
They don't have that.
They definitely don't.
They don't have that.
Knowing that, right? How was it raising a son? Was like, because raising a young man at the age of, you know, uh, just growing up, was it complicated for you? Like, did you find yourself like dealing with a lot of talk back or behaving a certain way, or was he a good kid?
So my son was a good kid for the most part, but I think I raised him different from the way that I was raised
Okay.
because I wanted him to have the liberty of being able to speak
Okay.
for himself.
Okay.
Do I agree with it now? Maybe, maybe not.
Okay.
I learned now, looking back, you have to pick and choose your battles.
Oh God.
And
Absolutely.
I remember something my mother taught me, like parenting, it comes with no instructions.
No, seriously.
So it's hard,
Seriously.
it's hard, and I just thank my mom for raising me the right way for the
Absolutely.
most part,
Absolutely.
because with everything I went through, it's
Dude,
by the grace of God.
by the grace of God.
I could have went left,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
I had every right to,
Right.
but I chose the right way.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
right. That's right.
so
And
it's
you
not
rewarded.
easy.
That's right.
It's not easy.
Right.
And so, as far as my son is concerned, like I said, you have to constantly keep your foot on their necks. This
Absolutely.
generation, like, you can't let them come up for air.
I'm telling you, man, it's crazy.
It's
But
difficult.
that's when they get real standoffish with you. They want to pull in the
Yes.
opposite direction
Yes.
because of that.
Yes.
But
yes.
it's also actually saving their life early.
Yes.
But they don't have
Yes.
that understanding.
But they don't see it.
Right. And again, like I say, having kids, period, like you said, you just gotta like trial and error, go as you go because there's no instructions.
Yes.
So I would say today, like, you know, is your son into sports, or he's?
My son is so talented
Oh, dope.
with everything, sports,
Wow.
music. He's brilliant.
Wow. Dope.
My only complaint, he's lazy as hell.
Most kids though. Most kids. It
You know,
happens.
but
Most
he,
kids.
but he's
A good
sharp.
kid, sharp.
You know,
That's
he's
dope.
he's definitely my kid.
Okay, absolutely.
He's sharp.
Absolutely.
But like I said, they don't have what we had.
Absolutely. The
Which
structure.
role models. You know, my dad was a legend.
Yes. Yes.
There's not one person from the area who did not know Keith.
I'm telling you, man.
So but we don't have that. Our kids, they don't.
Yeah.
I ask my son, like, who's your role model? If it's not someone from television, he can't name a local person, and that's bad.
Super bad.
They don't have
Super
your
bad.
local. So
Super bad. Speaking of your dad though, Farrah, man, and sleep in peace. He was just so. It's like big before his time. Like he just,
Yep.
just was a great dude and always had a great presentation. I'm saying, and everybody spoke highly of him. You know what I mean? So to see that transition, matter of fact, I'll let you talk about that transition. How was to see a park that we was all grew up from, Liberty Pool, become Keith L. Williams Park? That's first and foremost. Let's give a clap for that. No, listen. All jokes aside. Let me just share this story. I don't want to forget it. I think that's big, and that's big. To change a park to a fallen soldier. How is that to carry that responsibility?
Yeah.
Because I see that y'all do a lot in this park, a lot going, giving back to the kids, school. Y'all just doing everything. How did this all come about? Like, how did it come? Take me back a little. How did it come to a decision where they was gonna say, you know what, we about to name this Liberty Park Keith L. Williams?
You guys did it. The community did
That's
it.
dope.
I mean,
That's dope. See,
I think the community, everyone did it.
Mm.
So it went from the
Wow.
park to 2019. Liberty Avenue was renamed after him, and
yeah.
it's
That's-
just amazing. I'm
that's
now overwhelmed. I mean, when I was younger, I was telling my mom the other day, like, I just wasn't ready. Sometimes people, I feel like God put you in a place, and there's a time for everything.
Absolutely.
And you
Absolutely.
can't move before that time. And everything was put in my lap now for a reason. It was
Absolutely.
always here,
Right.
but I wasn't ready, and my mother now is at a place where she's ready to retire from everything. She's done.
She didn't retire. I thought-
No,
okay.
from work, yes,
Oh.
but from all of my dad's affairs, no.
Oh.
So, she's basically like, here, it's on you now.
Dope.
And she had wanted to do it some years ago, but I wasn't ready.
Right. Right.
Emotionally, mentally, that's
That's a-
hard.
that's a lot.
That's her husband, but this is my dad.
That's facts.
So it was like, no, I can't do this. I'm not ready yet. So now I'm able to do it. Now I can
Okay.
hear his name and it doesn't affect me.
Okay, great.
Now I
What-
can hear his name and it's like, yes.
Yes.
Before I would hear it, the
Tear
tears
up,
would
yeah.
come. I'm thinking of old times.
Yeah.
It's bringing me back to the 12, 13-year-old Tanil.
Yeah.
But now I hear it and it's prideful.
Yeah.
You know, I'm honored.
Absolutely.
So,
As you should.
yes.
Word.
So it's
Word.
big. It's big,
Absolutely.
and I'm ready.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm ready.
Even for your moms, T, if you really look at the big pictures, she lost her husband.
Yes.
And it could have been a time when she wasn't ready
Right.
for that challenge because
Right.
she still got a child, she got other responsibilities, things that they had going on. So it could have been a lot. That could affect her from even raising her child, even moving forward with other relationships. So many things. How was that transition for your moms? Like, did she get remarried ever? Or
No. And the funny thing is
Wow.
now I look at it and so my mom became a widow when she was 32.
What?
And my dad was killed when he was 35. So that's younger than what I am now. And I couldn't imagine.
Yeah,
That's sick. They were babies.
it. She
So
took
like
my
I
baby.
said, now I look at her and I'm like, she's my shero. He's
Yes.
my hero and she's my shero. You know,
Absolutely.
because
Yeah.
how do you do that?
Yeah.
Like how do you walk this walk and just hold your head high and just how?
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
that's, what do she say? Because that is something to question.
She's heroic. I don't know. I'm
That's
like,
dope,
I don't
T.
know. The power.
Yeah, that's
I'm
that's
telling
it.
you, she's
Courage.
amazing.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
That's
So how
different.
can I not do what she do? You know?
Absolutely.
And I said to her the other day, I said, if I do a quarter of what you have done in the past 30 years, I feel like I have succeeded.
Okay, no, right.
That's it.
Right.
Just
Wow.
a quarter.
Yeah, that's.
Because the things she have done.
I can imagine. I can only imagine.
Yes.
Like, yo, it's crazy, and it's the thing about when you coming from a background such as you guys, and you dealing with, like I say, high profile, people that's into the field of law enforcement. You have to deal with rumors. You have to deal with society. You have to deal with the media. Like that shit. That shit can hurt you alone.
Oh yes.
Like, did you experience that at one time when you just
Oh
had to
yeah.
deal
Yeah.
with the media? Because everybody gonna paint a picture different.
Oh yeah. So I taught. I was a teacher for 15, about 15 years.
Wow.
And one day I walked away, and people don't know. I mean, I can say it now, and
Right.
I'm with PD now.
Yeah, absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
I went over to the police department, and
Yes.
don't ask me what made me do it.
No, it's like
I
know.
just did it.
Can I tell you what And this is my assumption. We never had this discussion, you guys. I'm talking freely, and it's my first time ever mentioning this. But when you coming from a family of greatness, because y'all always had just a great. Y'all had the with the American. They paint this picture. What is the American dream? I don't know. But if you look outside looking in at you guys, it just looked like the American dream.
Thank
What I
you.
mean? Good jobs, child raising, house, everything beautiful. So people outside looking in can't really know what's happening. They
Right.
can only see what they see. So that was the picture that was always
Painted.
So we know that she came from a good background. She always did a thing. Always was independent, head up high. So even walking with that clout for so long, it wouldn't be no other choice for you to follow the footsteps of the legacy that
Right.
he left.
Right.
So why wouldn't you be in law enforcement? I mean, clearly you could have chose something else,
Right.
but
And
law
I did
enforcement,
for years.
that was the right move.
The pressure.
That's the closing
Yeah.
chapter.
Yeah.
Goddammit.
Yeah. I mean.
Word. So when you became a part of the family, if you don't mind me, speaking about it, because that's dope.
So a couple of years ago,
That's dope. That's dope, T.
like after my divorce, I was
Okay.
like, listen, I'm just doing everything new,
Absolutely.
and I've switched over,
Yo, you so dope,
and
T.
I have no regrets.
Was you married one time or
Once.
Once?
Yeah, once.
Are you ever thinking about getting married again?
I would do it again, absolutely.
Yeah, okay. Well, it didn't tear you
Absolutely.
up in that area.
No,
like far
no,
as-
no, no, no.
Okay.
No.
And what age was you when you got married?
I was married young, like 23.
Word?
Yeah, like 23.
Wow.
23. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe 23, 24.
Wow. Was you married a while or a couple of years? Wow.
For about almost 20 years. Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, I did.
I'm aging myself now,
No,
right?
but I didn't know. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
you look good, T.
Thank you. Yep.
But 20 years.
Yeah. For
Can I
almost
ask
20
you
years.
because
Mhm.
I was once there, got divorced as well. For most, see, Mel. See, I fucked up a lot. See, so and when you got a woman fed up with a certain lifestyle, and they put their foot down, it's a wrap. There's nothing we can say at that point.
Right.
But let's be friends and I'll
Right.
move on.
Right.
How was it when was you the one that said, I'm fed up here, or was it he
Me.
to say it was you? What was your final zit?
There was no final. That's it. It was just I'm just done. Like I
Okay.
just was just ready for change all across the board. That's what I mean. Like
Wow.
when God comes in and he intercepts, you can't question anything.
That's a fact.
So when he came in, I moved. I moved out of New York.
What?
I left everything. I walked away from teaching. I left 15 years. I moved out of New York. I did a whole big
Oh,
change.
wow.
Yeah. So
Where you went?
and I went to North Carolina. Mhm.
How long was you there?
About a year. Yeah. Yeah.
So that was part of your transition.
That was part of the transition.
Did it help?
And I came back to everything basically brand new. Oh yes, it helped.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, not to say you're not a strong woman, not to say that at all.
Mhm.
I'm saying, like, was there any breakdown points for you where you was like, yo, I can't. Like, this is.
Absolutely. I'm only human.
Absolutely.
There were breakdown points from 1989 when my dad was killed all the way through.
Okay.
I suffered from PTSD all the
Wow.
way up.
Wow.
Therapy is, and I'll tell people in a minute, like, I think black people are afraid of therapy, which is a bad thing.
Yes.
But guess what? It
Yes.
works.
It works.
And I'm here to say
Yes.
it works.
It works. Absolutely.
Because everybody needs someone to talk to that they don't know, who can't judge them, who is there to just listen.
Absolutely, T.
And
God.
that was one of the best things I could have done ever in my life was therapy. And no, it doesn't mean that you're crazy. Actually,
Absolutely.
it means that you're smart.
Talk about it, T.
So
Word.
from there, that also helped me to find who I was and what I wanted to do and what direction,
Dope.
So shout out to Miss Roberts, my therapist.
Okay.
Who's so bomb.
That's dope. That's dope. Are y'all still communicating or?
No, she
Okay.
left. We
She
stopped years ago.
Okay.
But those tools, they're
Still-
here.
Yeah, mentally.
Practice them all the time,
Absolutely.
So,
T, I know that it's been a while since I thought. How is your life now? Are you dating?
Yep.
You're dating? Oh,
Mhm.
okay. And how do you feel? Like, because, when you're so used to abandoning something so long and coming out of it, was it hard for you to even, because, sometimes when you used to something for so long, you forget how to do certain things. Like, did you forget how, like, to
At first,
feel good? Like,
At first, yes, but then change is good. It was like that with
Absolutely.
the job. It was like that with dating.
Okay.
It was like that with everything. You know
Okay.
what I mean? But
Okay.
you just can't be afraid of change because change is good.
It is good. It is
Change
good.
is good.
It
And
is
then if it doesn't work, then you pull yourself out.
Right. And what could you say to the ladies? Because you got some women, man, where, when they dealing with someone, they get so used to dealing with their monster, they figure, like, why go meet another monster when I can tolerate the one I got? Because they label us as monsters. And was you ever there in that space where you said, you know what, before I move forward, I'll just stick with him and just deal with his shit before I go deal with somebody else's
Yeah.
shit? And why, like, how did, because I never got that understanding. I was like, because I'm not going to deal with something that I feel that's not loving me back.
It's just I don't know if it's like a stigma. I don't know if it's just something that like a bad seed we just plant in our minds and
Yeah.
just and just deal with it. But me now, the Tanil now and who I've been, I want to say since maybe 2016. That shit don't work for me.
That shit don't work.
If
Let's
I don't
go.
like it, I don't care what it is.
No doubt,
I'm
no doubt.
off it.
That's right. Why? That's
Sorry.
right. I think, and that's the space that I think
Mhm.
women should be at. Even men, you know what I mean? Because you got.
But
men
it
that do
it takes a lot to get to that point, and you have to be brave. A lot of courage. like I said, to walk off of a job, to do those things, it's not easy. I'm not.
No, it's no. See, I'm gonna say this to you because this is something I know you don't know me, right? I've been working for myself for a very long time, right? But when you don't got the support system, you have to find yourself doing something else when this may not be working. So I always had to resort to a job just to get that revenue to help support whatever's going on. So, the support system that you have that, like far as everything you're going through. I know it's your mom's, but your aunties, your cousins, was you like embraced by family, other family
My
members?
family,
As far as the support?
I have the dopest family
Wow.
that I can ever ask for. Like,
Wow.
we don't let we don't let one another drown.
Wow. You don't hear this much.
Yeah, no. And the other day, I had to, in the family group chat, I had to send out a message and just tell them, like, I don't know what came over, but I love y'all. Like, y'all the dopest. You know what I mean? Because it just hit me to know that behind everything, they always pull through. Last minute, no matter what.
Dope.
Like, they always have my back.
That's dope.
They are my biggest supporters.
Wow.
And we fight, we disagree.
Wow.
We go at it at
That's
times.
dope.
But
Dope.
if I say, listen, I need this done, or they're doing this to me, or this, like.
Really?
Oh, 100%.
Wow.
100%.
It's so dope because, like I say, before I get into the next thing, is support matters.
Yep.
So to see the things that you're doing right now today, and the support system behind you, because I know, I'm not saying you couldn't be doing all these things by yourself,
right.
But man, I see the things that y'all doing in this park.
Thank you.
Man, so explain to the people that don't know, like, what do y'all do for the community as far as give back? How? Just name some of the events that y'all have thrown there. Because I know y'all got a basketball team, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
So the Detective Keith L. Williams Memorial Scholarship Fund Incorporated started in 1990, which was a year after my father was killed. And it basically, I think my mom started it. And I have to ask, I can't remember exactly. I think she was like pissed at something.
Right.
And she was like, you know what? We can do this on our own. And my dad's friends, my mom, they came together. They put it together and it just grew.
Wow.
It grew. And that was from 1990. We had black ties. I was the junior chairperson at the time, but I think I was like maybe 14.
Oh, wow. Okay.
14 or 15. So what do I know? I
Right,
was in my own space. I was crazy. I was crazy at that time.
Let's go.
Right? So we had basketball games at York College, Queensboro, Queens College, York College, just everywhere. We're doing all these benefit games, raising money. They actually one year raised $10,000 for me for college.
Dope.
We played WBLS at the time. This is how far back it went. We had black ties at what was the place on Jamaica Avenue? It was the Regency House.
Okay.
Then this is how far back it went.
Wow.
Right.
That's back. Yeah.
So it ran itself for about maybe 10 years. And then she slowed it up. Fast forward, we had other benefit games and events. Fast forward, 2018, we did a 30th,
Wow.
if I'm not mistaken, at Anton's. And that's when I said, you know what? We got to do this again. We got to bring this back. So I decided to rebirth it. So when I came over to PD, it was already in the back of my mind.
Okay.
And I spoke to my chief, and I came to him with an idea and an inspector, and she came up with the name, and she said, listen, we're calling it the takeover. She said, this is what you want? You want it? Take it over.
Ooh.
And so
Dope.
from then on, it's been
So
known
you
as
rebirthed
the takeover.
it.
I rebirthed it as the takeover. So now it's the Detective Keith L. Williams Memorial Charitable Fund. Because we're branching out more than just scholarships.
Right. Oh.
Yeah.
Seriously, T, and I'm saying this respectfully. Like that's so. That's I'm gonna be very clear and honest. Like when I see greatness, you have to acknowledge it. People need to give flowers when people's living.
Mhm.
Don't
I
wait till
agree.
I pass.
Yes.
Keep your flowers at
Yes.
that point.
Yes.
That's just my assumption,
Right.
and that's how I feel.
Right.
So to see you moving out there, man, I said, yo, I got to reach out to you
Thank
because you
you.
always been doing it, and I have that same format. Whether I have the support system or not, I keep going,
Yes,
but I
you do.
always
Yep.
have to give flowers because you are someone that's from yay little that I can remember that's to now always been doing her
Thank
thing
you. Thank
on a
you.
great platform.
Thank you.
So to see this happening now is just so dope.
Thank you.
And do y'all do something for your pops every weekend or is it every memorial like every year around?
So we're doing it from every month.
Wow,
Once a month, we're gonna
that's
have
dope.
an event.
That's
Mhm.
dope.
So moving forward, August
Wow.
14th, we're having a football kickoff barbecue.
Wow. Wow.
Starting at 1. A lot of entertainment. I don't want to give it up.
Okay, all right. Don't give it up. No,
I
no,
don't
don't
want to
give it
give
up.
up.
I bet you my big ass is there though. You just did
So
an
you have
event.
to be, yes.
And
June 26th, I did something.
yeah, we was actually that was when we was having an empanada pop up shop, and because I wanted to go, and a young lady Tisha from Bricktown, she was wearing. She was like, I gotta go. I wanted to know.
It was
She
dope.
couldn't make it because she wanted to make it to your event. I was like, okay, go ahead. I couldn't
dope.
leave the event
Right.
because we did the pop up
Right.
shop empanada. But how did that turn out?
It was awesome.
For real?
It was we had the double dutch jumpers. We had,
Wow.
of course, basketball tournament. We had roller skating out there.
What?
It was we had the amusement, a little mini carnival for the kids. We had
That's
free
dope.
food.
That's dope.
We had the rock wall. It was so much
What?
bending.
Wow.
It was awesome.
You know,
It was
because
awesome.
I see y'all coming from, it was the Liberty Park, from the basketball courts all the way to the
All
pool.
the way, yeah. We took over the whole entire park. You know that park is huge.
Huge.
Yes, it's
That
huge.
park is huge,
Yes.
man. What time do the park close?
9 p.m.
Okay, so
Officially.
it do close at night.
Yes,
Because I be
9.
thinking like, do parks close?
Yes,
Even though
9 p.m.
9 p.m.
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
it closes.
So, what do like? Cause remember like Liberty Pool is like a known pool.
Yes,
I don't care where you was from.
Yes.
You made it to Liberty Pool.
yes.
So, as far as the pool area, like, have you ever did anything in the pool section of?
Okay,
or
so
just
the
like
pool, technically, the pool is named after a young lady. I believe her name is Betsy Johnson.
Oh, okay.
So,
that.
it's okay. Still, doesn't matter.
yeah.
So we don't really have first dibs on the pool part.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But it doesn't stop us.
Right,
'cause
right.
It's still part of the park.
Right, absolutely.
So we don't technically do anything
Okay.
specifically in the pool,
Understood.
but we do include the pool in any of our
Dope.
events.
Dope. Keeping that family, keeping
Yes.
it community.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. You
Yep.
know, I will say I was on your page the other day and I seen when you got all these shirts and I was just impressed, man, because
You know me.
just you are.
I'm never
see,
normal.
Can I say this respectfully? I don't know you to do anything bad,
Normal. No, thank
but
you.
you always was a hustler.
Oh, that doesn't stop. It's in my blood.
You always was a hustler. Though.
It's in my blood.
And and even when not to go back, but
Mm-hmm.
even when you was in the marriage and doing your thing, you was just lit with it, yo. You just had support.
I
People
did
was
that.
pulling up.
Yeah, I
People
did
was you did that. You go. She
I
said,
did.
She said, "Look, I did that though, yo." But see, and speaking of it, can I say,
Yeah.
not to bring it up too much, but how is it as far as you and your ex-husband? Are you
Yeah,
at
no.
least friends?
No.
Oh, at all?
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. So, okay. All right. Well, moving forward, I say to this time and day, like you was just saying, everything is out of control when it comes to the youth today. What do y'all do to even help them come to get involved with things? Do you have like how PAL have a little program you can come and so do you have anything like that for them, or they just have certain events you can come to and have a good time and get your mind off?
Right. So our goal is to become mentors and role models.
Dope.
right?
Dope.
And to basically follow with that child throughout their life, even
Oh wow.
to adulthood. Mhm.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And T, like, are your son a part of the? Do he help
He's
out? Or?
jumping on board.
Oh, he is.
Yes.
Okay. Because
Yes.
sometimes kids don't want
Yes.
it. Mom, that shit.
Yeah, he's reluctant, but yeah, no.
He get.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
He getting with it though.
Yeah, no.
See if he.
You can't
So,
give them a choice now.
I
Because
swear.
it's always like, no, but no.
Yo.
Now you don't have no choice.
Look, give me a choice. I'm taking
Yeah,
that.
no,
Yeah.
because we tried it your way. Now it's my way.
We doing it.
You know,
Doing
yes.
it your way. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. T, and I'll say, man, when, because me personally, I don't have biological kids,
Right.
but I always was with women that had kids.
Mhm.
And, coming in a woman life with kids, of course, I just jump right on
Yeah.
playing my part. I don't look about who was there before.
Mhm.
I don't get with
Mhm.
it. If you're missing something, you need something.
Right.
And
I'm
I'm always
there.
been a role
Yep.
model. That's who I am.
Mhm.
I'm a role model for
Mhm.
grown folks. I
Mhm.
mean, so it was just a thing to do.
Mhm.
But I will say, being a role model is needed today. We missing that. Like you say,
Yep.
who the kids looking up to? Your neighborhood drug dealer?
Exactly. Or the rapper
Or the
who
rapper.
is distant that you'll
Yeah.
never meet.
Yeah.
So
You
we
know?
need someone who's tangible, somebody that you can actually physically touch
Absolutely.
and you can call,
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
you need to have that personable relationship because this generation,
It's missing.
yo,
It's
they
definitely
are
missing.
lost.
Not only that, and the sad part too, even in the midst of them being lost, is like, how do we help? Because they to a point now where they standoffish. They don't even want the help. Like you can't even have that conversation.
But I think now because it's the same way like I'm trying to, well, I'm not trying, I'm going to.
Absolutely.
I think with my son, like I said, I tried it your way, so now it's non-negotiable.
Oh.
And we can't look at it as, oh, he's grown. It doesn't matter because you will forever be my child.
Absolutely.
So it's just a respect thing. I can't tell certain things. I just can't tell my mother no to.
Right.
And I'm grown.
Right.
So it's
Ain't
the
that
same thing with my son.
Right.
Before I think he feels like he'll try that shit. I'm
Right.
21, and so
Well, I'm gonna have to turn this conversation up a little. What if I'm just going to give you a scenario?
Mhm.
What if your date or your fiance or the special person in your life get to a level where you say, you know what, we want to take it to the next level, and I want to get married, and they don't have kids and they want kids. How are we working that out?
Kids with who?
They
Me?
yes they.
Oh no.
So
That's non-negotiable too.
Oh really? Wow. So even if you don't got no kids and
Yeah, no.
no, wow. Oh, you can't see that happening.
Yeah, no.
Too long of a gap, or is this something you don't want?
Yeah, I'm not doing
Okay.
that. I seriously, like, I just feel like. So here's my motto, and I'm being honest. I'm not doing anything that my son is doing or will do, and that's all across the board.
Wait.
So
Explain that a little.
meaning that soon
Okay.
my son will be a father, right? Or can be a father.
Absolutely.
So what are we gonna raise kids together?
Right. I see what
Right?
you're saying.
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
And
Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
yeah,
You know what?
I don't.
I never heard it in that
I
format.
mean, it's nothing wrong. To each his own. I just feel like I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I'm sorry if he doesn't have children.
Right.
And I do mean that with all due respect. But
Something you're not
yeah, no,
negotiating.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
No, a 21-year-old or 22 and a 1-year-old. How does that even work?
Yeah. I mean, that's a big gap. It's a big gap.
That's not even a gap. That's a hole.
Shout out to that's a hole. Nigga, you gonna fall in the whole family, right? Yo, see you crazy. I think, yo, that's crazy.
I'm sorry,
but
but I'm not doing that.
Nah, that was a good one though. See, you came off with that one though. She said, "I'm sorry, it's not happening."
That's too
so,
much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
no.
not getting married, probably. Yeah,
No,
probably.
the marriage, yes. The baby,
Right. Okay.
Because I think at this stage we can adopt
Yeah. Oh,
or
you would
something
do
like,
that? Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I would adopt, but I'm not like
Haven't.
having a baby and all of
Okay.
that. I'm not doing all of that.
Is it, now, and honestly speaking, is it because of the family tradition? Because you was one child, and
No, no, it's
okay,
not
not
because of
not that.
that.
Okay,
No.
okay, cool, cool.
Mm-mm.
Now, let me let me ask you, because moms and daughters, right? Like I see outside looking in, like I don't know, but you did clear it up and say your family is very tight.
Mhm.
Very, how do your moms and son get along? Do they?
My son and my
Because
mother.
they up. No, your upbringing from your moms is different from probably his upbringing with
Mhm.
you. So, is it like a tension thing with grandmoms and son,
No,
or
my
it's
son and my
good?
mother
Ooh,
are
okay.
sickening.
What? Sickening.
Oh, like,
Sick word. Oh, okay,
woo.
that's good. Yo, that's so dope though. Cause T, I'm gonna be honest, you don't hear this a lot today.
Yeah, it was
Families coming
bad. I
together.
mean, that's the only time, to be honest, that she and I would like bump
Okay,
heads
okay.
because
Stick it up for him.
because I used to have to like, wait, that's my son. Yeah,
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah,
hold
yeah.
up, wait,
She,
that's my son. Like, how you telling him or you telling me what to tell him? Like, hold up,
yo, like, hold on, you doing
or
too much.
vice versa. He'll be like, well, that's your mother, so you, and it's just like, yeah, no, but I'm your mother. Yeah, but she's your mother, so yeah, no.
Yeah, we not doing this.
Yeah, we not doing this.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
straighten this out right now.
No
But they
doubt.
are very,
That's
very.
dope. That's dope.
Mhm.
I mean, what makes Tanel happy today? Like, what do you get into today? What's a good time? What you consider a good time that you like getting into? Traveling or working hard or just family
All of
events?
that.
All that.
Before it wasn't that, but
Okay.
traveling has always been my thing.
Right.
I don't travel as much because of work,
Okay.
um, because of my dad's project that I'm doing.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
because of the fun,
Right.
um, now I'm like in head first in it heavy.
Right. Dope. That
So
shit
it
dope.
leaves very limited space.
Right. Right.
I think now I come home and I'm sleeping at like 8 o'clock at night.
Wow.
I'm knocked out because I'm so
Seriously?
tired. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
But traveling, these projects, they make me happy.
Dope. 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 That's so
What
dope,
else?
T.
Yeah,
Can
that's it.
can I say, because like I say, losing your pops at 12 is that's young. So I
Mhm.
mean, I know you got memories,
Mhm.
but not experiencing certain things. I know that sometimes walking down the aisle and all them good things was these things that when it got to that point, you reflected back like, damn. I'm pretty sure it was like I wish my pops was here or
Yes, but remember, you have to think like I told you before. So that was the Tanil then, and that was the old. I wouldn't say miserable, but that was the old sad Tanil,
okay,
right? So, but now the new Tanil looks at everything
different.
different.
Oh,
So now it's like I can't wait for the wedding. You understand? Because I know he's there. He's there. He's there.
deep,
He's there.
deep,
So now before I didn't
deep,
look at it that way. So I was afraid.
deep.
Um
That's deep.
and so my old marriage, it was messy. I hated it. I regret it. So that's all behind me. That's buried.
Wow.
Those are things I wouldn't bring it up or repeat that
Mm.
if somebody paid me,
Oh,
honestly. So
dope.
now
That's
I'm
dope.
everything is the rebirth. So now it's exciting.
That's dope.
So
T.
I can't wait. I
That's
can't wait
dope.
for a new marriage. I can't
Wow.
wait for this charitable fund to blow up. Like, it's going to be
A move.
huge.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, that's so dope. See, I think it is. I think it do matter the way we. I think an ability is what makes us different.
Yes.
The way we think, the
Yes.
mindset.
Yes.
Because that have a lot to do. Like I tell people all the time, man. Somebody just told me yesterday, like, yo, come out and record because I'm gonna have Beanie Siegel, this stuff. It don't move me no more. I'm 45.
Correct.
I'm 45.
Correct.
I done did everything, T.
Correct.
And on a high platform,
Correct.
coming from a family that's, my background is a little different, having family that was just in the drug business
Mhm.
and being around these things. You just happen to see things
Mhm.
at a young age
Yes.
and learn business
Yes.
and streets and all that.
Mhm.
So it actually helped me become the man I am today.
Yes.
but I'm over
But you
certain
over it.
things.
Mhm.
I'm over it.
Mhm.
I'm not, and it's sad, but certain things don't excite me
Yes.
anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, like even sitting here being a single male, I'm
Mhm.
comfortable.
Yep.
I tell my friend all the time, she laughs at me because I say, yo, I'm comfortable.
Yep.
T, it's crazy. And maybe I shouldn't share all this information, but I'm not even looking.
Yep.
I'm fine.
That's how I am. I'm
I'm
good.
dead as
I
fine.
could
It's
take
like,
it or I could leave it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
true.
she be going back and forth because she swears. She be like, but how could you? It's like my mindset.
Mhm.
I'm not thinking of it. I mean, so I'm not looking.
Mhm.
I used to, like I was telling the young lady, I used to be bugged out.
Yep.
Somebody walked by me, I'm looking at her ass.
Yes.
I had no
And now
control.
that's no, it's not even exciting.
I'm
It's
not
like,
doing.
yeah,
I'm
okay,
not looking.
whatever.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you're doing too much. That's what I
Yes.
might say.
Yep.
So it's like I'm on a different. And I tell people, man, we just got to change with the mindset.
Mhm.
You got to start there. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? So right now, I can see your mindset have.
I'm so corny, regular, degular now.
She
It's
said, I'm
not
so
even
cool.
funny. And
So
guess what? I'm perfectly fine with it.
that's right. That's right. Oh,
I'm perfectly fine with
how do
it.
you feel just by being by yourself? Happy.
I told you I'm so good with it.
I gotta get my friend, cause she say all the time. She say I hate men alone, and it's okay, right? But you gotta get to a place where you is comfortable
And
being
you're
alone.
comfortable.
You have to because that's gonna take you to the next stage.
Mhm.
Cause I had to learn it. 'Cause, man, I wanted to be around what's popping,
Mhm.
and then I gotta say, yo, Lord, you know why you doing all this? Cause you missing something.
Mhm.
You hiding something.
Mhm.
I mean, that was me trying to figure it out. But then once that light pop on, you're like,
Mhm.
nigga, go ahead, I'm
Bye.
good.
Mhm.
You
But
listen.
I've always been a loner.
Oh wow.
So
Always.
I've
Wow.
always
Not for me.
good, bad, or ugly. I've always.
Really?
When have you known me to travel in the past?
That's oh God. See, you want to hear something crazy? I've never seen that.
Exactly.
I can say never.
Mhm.
I've never seen that.
Mm-mm.
And I'm trying to sit here and actually think. Never seen it. Never. I always seen family around.
That's
me.
it. And I have tons of friends, and I
Yeah.
know tons of
Of
people.
absolutely.
But I've always been to
Absolutely.
myself.
Absolutely. I have to give you that
Mhm.
too. And shout out to cause your cousin and I know that y'all always been very close, Sean.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Yeah, how he Sean?
That's my dude.
How he
He's
doing?
good. We getting ready for Liberty Day.
Ooh,
Liberty Day
nice.
is over Labor Day weekend.
Nice.
That Saturday. He's great actually.
Okay. Well, I haven't
He
seen him in over 10 years.
he's straight. He's still doing. We're gonna collaborate once I get things
Okay, up and going.
together. But we're still doing Liberty Day at the end. So
Okay.
Detective Williams Day will hopefully become like a national holiday. That's what we're gearing towards. And it will
It
be
will.
the last Saturday in June of every year. And then we're going to close out with Liberty Day. We're going to keep it as Liberty Day,
Oh,
the last Saturday of every August, except
that's
for this
big,
year.
y'all. That's
Yeah,
big.
so he's working on his
That's
end.
big.
I mean, listen,
That's big.
we're working.
That's big. T, I tell you one thing, man. Coming from Bricktown, though, for real,
Mhm.
I learned a lot. I gathered family for real, forever. Bricktown holds a real special piece in me.
Yes,
And I'm gonna tell you the reason why I said, losing my friend Charles, man.
I knew.
Yeah, I had to bring it up.
Mhm.
See, I had to bring it up. Charles is the reason I'm doing this.
Mhm.
Charles was my inspiration, man.
Mhm.
He was before his time. Charles
He
was
definitely was.
nice on
Mhm.
everything.
Mhm.
And
He
that's how
was.
he birthed me. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
And that
And
was
that's
my
how-
dude.
Yeah, and to see little things like little Charles ain't little,
Yes.
but to see things that came from Bricktown
Yes.
and just still out here doing it,
Mhm.
you got to embrace it.
Mhm.
So Bricktown is a big part of my history
Mhm.
because I learned a
Right.
lot, boy. You know what I
Right.
mean? From everything and everybody to this day, we still close. That's crazy.
That's
so
why it's important that we always have to kick back.
absolutely.
No matter where we are in life, no matter where we are in the world, it's always important to give back. And I don't always mean
Absolutely.
monetary. Sometimes just with your service, just with your presence. I don't care if you just come by and give a kid a hug. He may not even know who you are, but he'll never forget that embracing.
What?
So that's
What?
my message. That's what I want to push into
No,
the community.
that's a
You
big
know,
message.
because those hugs, they go a
What?
long way. A long way.
T. You know, speaking of the hug thing, and I say this, again, everything that I say is coming from a good place.
Mhm.
It's like today though, it's like it's hard because it's like everybody's so angry, upset, hateful, conniving. It's like you don't even know who to hug or who even make that attempt to hug. Cause a hug, giving somebody a sincere hug can go wrong.
Mhm.
Just off of the mindset of
Well,
the
because
younger
we're
generation.
separated.
Yeah, but now, how do we correct? Because that's why I say what you guys is doing is so dope. You gonna open up that door
Mhm.
eventually. I mean, and let people know, come here, man. If you need advice, you need a hug, like you were saying, need something to eat. You need. We got to figure it out because church ain't respectfully.
I know what you're saying.
Church ain't doing it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? A lot of
Mhm.
people. We deal
Well,
with a lot of
church
things.
now is becoming,
Oh God, say it.
please forgive me,
No,
but
say it.
more of like a monopoly.
I wanted you to say it first.
So,
Yes, T.
but it is.
It
I
is
mean,
T.
I'm not talking about the building, and I'm not talking about God. I'm talking about the people.
Absolutely.
So, when that happens, you lose the focus of what it's really about. And
Yeah.
so this is why I said again, it's about the community.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Everything is community, and when you don't have community, you have division,
What?
and we are divided, and that's the problem.
Yo, and I'm big on this, and the reason why I want to touch this topic is because this was happening now. I like to touch what's happening.
Mhm.
I mean, everybody is pointing fingers, right?
Mhm.
Let's work on ourselves
Mhm.
because that's where it starts at. You
Mhm.
understand? They want to blame police brutality,
Mhm.
this, that, and that.
Oh, I'm sick of
Stop.
that.
I'm so sick of, see, I'm so sick of
I'm
hearing it,
sick of
right?
that.
That's the only excuse
Mhm.
that you using because you ain't right.
Mhm. To keep
Cause
the focus off of you.
yeah,
Mhm.
because if you right, you wouldn't worry about none of
Mhm.
that. Because I'm a big believer, man. You know, when you're blessed, nobody can take it from you.
Mhm.
That's a blessing. It's for you. You
Mhm.
can tell her, I'm getting a job tomorrow. I'm not gonna tell her because you're gonna stop. No,
Mhm.
the blessing gonna happen for you.
Exactly.
Nobody can take it.
Because what's for me
It's
won't miss
yours.
me. Yep.
There you go, T. So
Mhm.
it's the mindset today,
Mhm.
and it's scary because it's getting worse.
Mhm.
So what I do is, and maybe this is me being selfish, I try to be standoffish because I say only way I can share my blessing with you or my thoughts, I have to pay attention to your character and watch your behavior before I reach out. And I do that with anybody. If I have anybody to sit here, before I have them sit here, I got to watch their
Right.
behavior
Mhm.
because I don't want, like you were saying, bad energy. I'm so in a different space. I'm big on vibration. Let me tell you something, T, I don't do. Every interview, my partner can tell you. By the way, that's Juju. She the president of the whole foundation. We made her, she been with us 2 years, T. And when I
Wow.
say she came in, learned this whole business, so we made her the president of the
That's
company.
dope.
Then, with that being said, we started her own business, and she's in the medical field. Let me tell you what she did. She walked away, and she's doing this full time.
Nice.
I mean, so
Nice.
like you saying,
Good for you.
keeping that mindset and just
Mhm.
saying, you know what, you can do whatever you
Mhm.
want. It's the mindset.
Mhm.
It's okay to have a job now.
Mhm.
It's okay to walk away.
Mhm.
It's all where you at
It's
with it.
all where you.
I mean,
Yep.
so I would like to say, it's very hard to when you're dealing with so many different people coming from different areas. So I gotta like get standoffish until I watch your behavior. You know what I mean? And I think that's one of the things I do to filter my circle.
You have to.
Have to because
You
it's the
have to.
people. See, not everybody can speak how you were speaking today. Like my family was my everything, and a lot of people have different stories when it comes to family and friends. That's why me, I'm so big on watching the people close
Mhm.
to me.
Well, you
Then
have to, and I think when you do that, I guess people label me as bougie, right? But I'm not bougie.
at all,
But
I don't
that's
know you
from
people.
separating, doing the
That's right.
same thing.
That's right.
But I'll take it,
That's right. Ooh,
because if
I
I'm
love
not
this.
like that, then I'm allowing those unwanted in my circle and in my
See,
cipher, and I can't have that,
see,
because had I not been bougie or whatever they call it, then I wouldn't have
mm,
what I have, and I wouldn't be where I'm at.
what?
So you have to be selective
What? The?
of who you have around
God,
you.
that's right.
You have to.
You know,
You have to be choosy. You have to be picky, and
that's
yeah, you
right.
have to be bougie.
That's right. See, I'm gonna bring something up. I wasn't gonna bring it up because it wasn't important to me.
Mhm.
Reached out to you and said I got to give T her flowers. She's doing an amazing job, and she always have been doing an amazing job. Somebody tells me, oh, she might not come because she's what?
Bougie.
She's bougie. I said, wait a minute. Now watch this. I'm big on this. Don't come back and tell me anything someone said.
Mhm.
I look at you some sort of way.
Mhm.
You check it right then and there.
Mhm.
So I was there to check it. Maybe that's what you experienced with her.
Mhm.
We got a different rapport.
Mhm.
I mean, and who we got at the show? Tanel.
Tanel.
So you don't pay attention. That's right, and that's what I was trying to tell. Yo, look, you got it. So my thing is, I was trying to tell my friend because this conversation came up and she was here, and I said, people have to stop doing that. That's ugly, because you're wearing a mask, and who are you? Because if you
Probably
can say,
somebody I didn't even have a
watch it,
conversation with. I can tell you.
see, and
Shout out to them though.
So, yo, you know what? And the same breath, because she looking at me, because she know this is happening, right? I actually had to put them on stand hold because I didn't invite you up here. That don't mean you lost your shot. I still would.
100%.
You just wasn't the choice at that moment. So at the end of the day, we can do what we want up here. These flowers I was ready to give to Tanel Williams.
But the thing
You
is,
know,
and what did
period.
I tell you?
Period.
I said that to you before we went on air.
Absolutely. I know what
That's
you okay.
always
You said
the
that.
case.
Always. Yes.
And half the time, these people I don't even talk to.
Yo, can I have my partner interfere? What did I say though about Tanel? I said we what? We don't have
Every
the
time
rapport.
I see him, it's nothing but love.
Word. We don't have the rapport. And the last time I seen T, we was at a pier.
Yeah.
That was the last
Yeah.
time I seen you.
Yeah.
Hey T,
Yeah.
what up? Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
That was the
Always.
last time.
But it's
So
always somebody.
it's always.
And the thing is, even
Talk
with
about
that
it.
being said, I don't know who this person is. I don't even care to know
not
who the person
important.
is,
That's
right?
right.
Because it's not important. But guess what? I'll probably see them and still don't even show them no shade. I get so not even annoyed. What bothers me is
makes
it
me
takes
annoyed.
so much energy for them to make up these stories, right?
God.
But I've learned
Oh my God.
in the past, I want to say like from the new to new, that it's that type of energy that gets
Oh.
me where I'm at now.
Oh.
You
my
see what I'm
God.
saying? I just didn't tap into it all of those later years because at one point it did bother me. Because when you're young, you wonder like, what am I doing? Like it will bother you.
Absolutely.
When you try to be a crowd pleaser. I was never a crowd pleaser, but I always wanted to
Absolutely.
know what did I do.
Absolutely.
But now that's not the case because I didn't do anything. It's what are you doing? Why are you so worried about me? You understand? And that's the problem.
No.
That's why I said when you keep your blinders on and you not worry what other people do, that's when God blesses you.
Yo.
I don't pay that shit no mind.
Yo. See?
Mm-mm.
See, I have to say this because we on this topic, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what keep me going today.
Yep.
I stay away from that.
You
and
have
I
to.
just had this young lady. We had another young lady up here by the name of Blue Hennessy, dope artist, and she bought a lot of that hair. And I was telling her like, and so many getting crowd hearts. I love you because somebody said they love you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, word. I'll say this. She didn't know because she felt like she was just sharing good information, but that's not good information for me. That's information you don't have to share with me. I want you to do me a favor though. If you want to look out for me, protect me when I'm not around.
Correct.
Don't bring it to my attention.
Correct.
Check them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the conversation I had with this. I checked it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't bring
And
that
that's
here.
it. Mm-hmm.
Leave that alone and watch something beautiful happen.
Exactly.
That's it. But I also know things come from different areas. It ain't for us to figure it out. But it is a choice that we can make. Leave it alone.
Yep.
I'll leave shit alone, see? And that's why I think we so blessed. We doing
It's not thinking, it's knowing.
Yeah.
Remember I told you from before, I don't entertain mess like
That's
that.
right. That's right.
I've been
That's right.
faced with that, please. I've been called the trust fund baby. I could give you a whole trust fund, and he could tell you I've
So
always had,
always,
always had.
on God.
So you can never say, oh,
On,
because her father
nah.
died, she became it. Always had.
See, can I say this though? And seriously, man, respectful to everybody.
Mhm.
You always had and always was attractive, well kept,
Thank you.
doing your thing,
I try.
and that's the Tanel I know. I mean, but this thing just happened now.
Exactly.
This is way 20,
I try.
20 plus back. You know what I'm saying? So it's to say, like you said earlier, before this even started,
Before.
dealing with
Yep.
this is something that we have to know how to filter
Mhm.
out, not entertain it.
You can't.
Because when you entertain it, you bring it right into you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? What we
Yes.
do of every interview, let me just tell you what we do after every interview. Matter of fact, what do we do after every interview? With the equipment and the floor. Clean it, spray it.
Mhm.
And we sage because of spirits. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
everybody carry different things,
Yes.
you know what I mean? And we just want to keep it filtered.
Mhm.
And it's not because, oh, this person dirty. No,
Right.
we don't do
Right.
it. We check you when you come in.
Mhm.
Make sure we just want to keep the
Mhm.
atmosphere
Mhm.
where we want it at. That's why in life we have choices.
Mhm.
So I love your approach today, T.
Thank
I
you.
love what you're doing.
Thank you.
And that's why I wanted to give you these flowers because I said, oh, correct me, girl. Oh,
That's
shit.
right. We.
Correct me. We, goddamn it, we. Because I ain't gonna lie. You know what she said? I ain't gonna lie. Before it came, she said, "Okay, I'm gonna run to the flower spot and get some real flowers for the table." I said, "No, you don't have to do it like that." Because I just wanted to look like something on the table.
Right.
So I said, "No, don't do it like that." She was ready to go. I said, "No, just put the little flowers, a little candy,
listen.
just to have a conversation." Because T, as long as we knew each other, we never had a conversation.
Conversation.
You feel
But
me?
we've always been on the
Always.
same page.
Oh.
It's always been like that.
T,
It's always been like that.
I have to say this, and sorry to the people, and sorry to everybody that might hear this and be a little bothered because I got a lot of people, and we airing live, and it's all over the social media. But my mom's right. I love my mom's to death, man. There's nothing I won't do for her, and she's my heart. She told this young lady recently that I was a con artist, and this shit bothered me because I'm like, wow, out of everything you could have shared, con artist is bad. That takes from people. That's, you know, and my point of bringing this up is to say, you can never let nothing stumble you to the point you'll be like, what the fuck?
Right.
I don't even want to know why because
Mhm.
I wanted her kids that honored and still honor her, respect her to
And you
this day,
keep doing that.
and keep doing that. And I'm gonna keep doing
You
that.
keep doing it.
She is told this young lady, my son, because she asked her with the same breath. What you asked her with the same breath? You don't have to feel shame or nothing. No good. And what she tell you? I was always so. That's a hypocrite then,
Mhm.
because you just said I'm con honest. That's not good.
Mhm.
My point is, we cannot let nothing stagnate us no
Mm-mm.
matter where it's coming from,
Mm-mm.
and that's my blood. You understand?
Mhm.
I know that I always was a giver.
Mhm.
I gave my whole life to
Mhm. Mhm.
music.
Yep,
I've always
you-
been.
mhm.
This is who I am.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So my whole point of bringing it up is to say, no matter what you hear, you can't let it
You
disturb
can't. Nope.
You got to say, we're gonna leave that there.
Mhm.
I'm still gonna respect you
Yep.
because guess what? My blessings coming from here.
Correct.
I'm covered.
Bottom line. Yep.
I'm covered.
Mhm.
I'm gonna sleep good at night,
And I'm good.
and I'm good.
Yep.
Understand?
Yep.
So that's the mind frame we just gotta always keep.
Mhm.
I always got that from you, and I wanted to, we wanted to give you these flowers, and
Thank you
I'm
so
glad
much.
that you came. And before we go, we want to touch on a couple of topics, and it's just pretty much how, what, okay, what is anything that you're looking forward for adding to the park, like as far as vendors, like do you got um like popcorn machines, or like what do? Because I want to be able to help in any kind of way. I just want to contribute to something like shirts, whatever it may be.
So, right now we have about. Well, I tried to get my VP to come out with me.
Okay, okay.
Yes, I'm putting you on blast.
VP, you hear VP?
Yes, Katora.
Oh shit!
Um,
She said,
but she
Katora.
didn't want to come because she was busy doing something.
Okay, that's
I
understandable.
believe she had added 2 more, so we have like about 9 vendors. We just gained a double Dutch team to come out, I believe.
Okay.
Whatever you guys wanna donate, come out. Just
Okay.
come. Even if you just
Well, we
wanna
wanna.
come and talk to the youth,
No,
I would appreciate
I would
that.
do that as well,
Let
but
them know what you do.
that's right. I would do that as well.
Educate them. You know, I'm big on
Absolutely,
education.
absolutely.
You
I would
want to
definitely
just
do
set
that.
up a table and just bring one or two of your equipments just to
Yes,
show them this is what I do. You have literature to let them read about.
absolutely. I share this with you. I want to take your event and give it to you just to have, just to
Awesome.
give it a
Thank
quality. Yeah,
you.
come out with the
Thank
cameras and
you.
tape the event, give it to you.
Thank you.
That's just, it's nothing major, but it's just something
No,
that's,
it is
you
major.
know, I mean,
Anything. Presence is major.
right, right.
You
But
know?
like for us, it's nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
I, some people, it's nothing. We want to be able to say, yo, we was a part of great history.
Yes.
Because that's a great cause what you got going on. We want to
Thank
we
you.
want to keep that going as long as we can. And when people see that, it's like we living in the world today. Monkey see, monkey,
Monkey
do.
do.
So people can follow, get that good vibration, and even if you don't follow, you still have something to do.
Yes.
Come on, get
Yes.
a friend, get a
Yes.
hot dog, get some
Yes.
good knowledge. Is the
Yes.
what power?
Yep. Knowledge
Know what
is
I'm saying?
power.
Knowledge
Come
is
out
power. Come out.
August 14th,
August
1
14th.
o'clock.
1 o'clock. Oh, so it's
Mhm.
August 14th, 1 o'clock. You know
Mhm.
what? And we got to write that down. Is
I have
mean,
flyers.
as kids. Oh, you got flyers?
Mhm.
Dope, dope, dope.
Yep.
Again, see, speaking of it, is kids. Cause I saw they had a bouncy house there.
We had everything there.
Word.
We had everything there.
How long?
We had
How long?
everything.
Do it in at like what? Five,
So
6
we
o'clock.
having about 5 games. So you figure each game is
Hour,
maybe
five.
45 minutes
Okay.
to an hour. So if we say 1 o'clock, it's probably gonna start about 2. So it'll probably end. We have halftime, a showcase at halftime, which is maybe an hour. So
Dope.
I figure maybe 8 o'clock it'll be over.
Ah.
Everyone could bring their grills.
Oh, dope.
So it's gonna be like a picnic.
Dope.
Um,
Dope.
yeah, we're going big. I have
That's- you know what
I
I
think
thought-
I have a
shoot.
Brooklyn
That's
ladder. Can't think of which ladder, but they're coming out to do like a little walkthrough for the kids to
Oh.
show the kids that they can become firemen and
That's
women
right.
and
That's right.
their gear and things like
See,
that.
this is so dope. Last question. Well, I got a couple of more.
No,
we
go,
still
shoot.
we in good timing. We in
Shoot,
good timing.
go.
One of the things like I say, you were saying that you can answer if you want.
Sure.
Yeah,
Let me just
absolutely.
cut it. No, let me cut
You
it.
could. No, we
I'm
good.
sorry,
We
y'all.
got No, you good. We doing excellent. We
They
doing
just
great.
annoying me with the ringing. Like, who's doing this?
It happens.
Who's
It's all right.
interrupting my life? Sorry,
You already
go
know
ahead,
what it
go
is.
ahead,
Face
go.
ready. We
This
got
is
to know in
so
the building.
rude.
This is so dope. We got it up here. We talking, man. Great conversation. Great spirit. Come from a great background. Always, man. We love it, man. For real.
Hey, y'all.
That's right. You're ready. You're ready. You're here, you guys, man. And shout out to everybody that's on Rock Now, rocking with us. We promoted the show. We didn't have a big stretch, but we got a nice crowd right now. Oh, okay. This is it right here. Okay. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay. Detective Keith Edwards Memorial Scholarship Fund. This is dope. Yo.
Just remember today,
Saturday, August 14th.
so next year,
Wow.
around this time,
Wow.
it's
Yes.
going to be about 20 times bigger than the
Wow.
platform it's at now. And then you
Wow.
are going
Yes.
to be a guest on our show.
Oh, that'd be so dope. That'd be so dope.
Yeah.
What? I'm coming.
Yeah.
Listen, see, I'll tell you, man, for real. When I do interviews, I never ever, and my partner can tell you, I don't do what? I don't write nothing down.
Yeah, but you know what? Let me tell you something. He's been like this since we were young. So
Facts.
coming here, I said, wait, am I supposed to come acting like I don't know him? But how is that supposed to work? Because first of all, I was like, even if I am, I'm gonna blow it up. Because I can't not come. Like, how does that work?
No.
But he's been genius like this since we were young.
Yeah. I
With the
appreciate
music too.
Yes,
So
that's
some
good.
things, and I say that to say, and I'm not making this up or lying. You're born with gifts. And
Absolutely.
again, what's for you won't miss you. So this
Absolutely.
is just, he's in his kitchen.
that. Yeah, absolutely.
You understand?
Absolutely,
So when you cooking up, you just, this is your product.
Yeah. Yes. And I don't write nothing down, T. I go for vibration. It was, even with us, I was more excited than, because like I said, when you watch someone come from our area to doing what they're doing, it's like, wow, that's over. Like, that's what's up. It's like I'm just thirsty to give you flowers.
Right.
and
And
acknowledge you and say,
how am I gonna tell you
no.
no? First of all, I don't tell anyone
No,
no. But like,
but
why
see,
would I tell you? Really?
but see, no, but you know what? And again, not to bring
No,
this
no, no.
energy
I
back
know.
up, but nobody can tell me nothing. See, when you know someone's spirit, you know who they are. You can't
Instantly, what did I
intercept.
say when you was like, would you come?
Well,
It was like,
yeah,
let's do it.
let's do it.
When? You tell me the
Let's
time
do
and
it. First thing you said.
yeah. I said, let's do it.
Yo,
I'll
and
make the space.
let me go back. No, let me go back because she said this is dope, and I'm gonna tell you why she said this is dope. When they had that conversation with you, I said as soon as I spoke to her, what she said, because you can't let people
No.
interfere with greatness. And watch this. If the person watching the who cares, but this is a blessing, man.
Mhm.
This is something that why wouldn't it happen? We both doing great things. We both know each other. Always well respected with each other. Always was friends. You know, like what?
And this
could,
is for our community.
Yes,
This is where we grew up. So why would I not? You know,
God is good,
why would I
man.
not? Why would I
is
not
good.
do it? Like,
Absolutely, God is good. Let me tell you, and I'm so thankful to have you, man.
Thank
and
you.
Again, you look, you walk with a glow.
thank you.
You have a glow.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm
It's
blessed. I'm
noticeable.
telling you, when they tell you that there's you like you can't have a second chance at life, that's a lie.
That's a lie.
I'm a witness.
Whew. See, you know what's so dope though? For real, is saying when the mindset is at. It's like not to say it wouldn't be there, but that's what identified me today with people.
Yes.
Is where your mindset at.
Yes.
I don't want to know nothing, cause everybody got issues. Everybody got problems.
Of course.
I mean, we don't want to focus that.
Right.
Let's focus on the solution.
Right.
To the problem.
Right.
But I think it's unfair for someone to tell someone their problems
Yes.
all the time.
All the time.
You giving me a burden that I
Right.
don't have to carry.
Right.
I have a choice to say.
And how do you move forward? You know,
how do you move forward?
Move forward. Move forward
move
from it,
forward?
and don't be afraid. And that's why I said, and I think I learned from, what's his name? From the Breakfast Club.
Oh, Charlemagne.
Yes.
Oh, that guy's.
I think he's amazing.
He's amazing.
Like,
and he get bashed. He's
yes,
amazing.
he's amazing because
amazing.
he's an acquired taste.
Yes.
You have to be ready for him.
Yes.
But he's brilliant. And
Absolutely.
he promotes therapy, but
Absolutely.
he also lets you know like there's life after
Absolutely.
death.
I love him, man.
Oh.
I know him. He's genuine.
Mhm.
And he holds no filter to
Right.
the tongue.
Right.
That's what I mean. And you guys might disagree with me on, but I feel the same way with Wendy Williams.
Yes. Yes.
I really do.
Mhm.
Even though sometimes but we human.
Right.
We have to live and learn.
Absolutely. Yes.
No matter, we look at somebody's platform and how long they be doing
Right.
it, so we assume they should know we're not. But no, sometimes you just be in that
I'm-
moment.
Yeah, and I'm not perfect. I never
Right.
said I was.
So you just named, yes, and that's where I'm at with
Mm-hmm.
it. See, I'm in just a space where I feel like I'm untouchable. And
Right.
the reason why I say that is because I'm just not bothered.
Good for you.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what's
So
up.
I see the same from you. That's why you walk with a glow. You know what I'm saying? And that's so dope. And I just want to say, man, keep doing your thing,
Thank
G.
you.
Keep doing your thing.
Thank
We
you.
coming out, goddammit. 'cause
Yay!
This what it's about. We definitely
Yes.
coming out. And like I say, we wanna contribute. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
I say, see, whatever y'all need, masks, hats.
Okay.
We're not talking. See, the funding part is this part right here. See, we get funded from everybody that just want to see us keep moving forward.
Okay.
Things happen. Somebody sent us how much today? How much? The young man sent us today. The guy that we did the show for yesterday. $100. So I'm like, what's this? I just want to keep
Just
y'all-
this nice.
See,
Just
you
to
know what I
go.
mean? So you know what I'll do? I'll let it fly to somebody.
Mhm.
I'll pass that on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
Right.
that's what it's about.
Mhm.
And I think that's what we have to do more of. And I'm not going to talk about a culture, because with me, I'm not focusing on just a culture.
Right.
We got to do this better as
Mhm.
people.
Mhm.
I mean, we the only place that's, you go anywhere else, they say good morning,
Mhm.
good afternoon, how are you?
Mhm.
New York, we mad.
Mhm.
We walk right by you, it don't say
Mhm.
nothing.
But
And you
see,
might-
that's what I want to change.
Yeah, we
Those
have
are
to.
small changes.
And we have-
Small
that's right.
changes.
That's
And
right.
remember, kids they only repeat what they see.
Ooh,
You
God.
understand? So
Yeah.
when you start small,
Absolutely.
it grows with them, and that's
Absolutely.
why I want to mentor. That's why I want to be able to start the role modeling from when they're small, because you teach them how to
Yeah.
behave, how to walk, how to talk. So,
It's
and it's
amazing,
never
man.
too late, you
Never.
know. So, and I know that this is something. This is that
Absolutely.
seed that I want to plant now and just follow through until adulthood with these children.
Absolutely.
We can do it. This is
Absolutely.
the least
I'm
of the
telling you, man.
problems
I'm
out
telling you.
there.
That is a fact. You know, one of the things though, for real, I have a young man that, be helping and we wanna see him do well. Like,
Mhm.
but no matter what we do, he's not getting it. So, giving him a little tough love. I said, let's try that. Well, the young man I'm talking about, he actually my best friend's her son. He's 14 and he's a good kid, right? But she's a phenomenal mom. But I say sometimes you have to apply tough love because you have to and you raising a young man, so you have to let him know that take this from somebody that love you, because outside don't give a damn about you. So you got to know how to behave and carry yourself.
Mhm.
Like I say, he's a good kid, but he's very. When I say selfish, he's 14. His little sister 8. He's not a role model. He picks
Brooklyn,
on her.
live here, live out here.
Yeah, she live in Queen. No, she's from Queensbridge. And he just so mean to a sister. He's he don't like to follow orders. He's just one of these guys that's, but not bad. See, this is the crazy part.
Mhm.
Not bad, but he's just not disciplined.
Defiant.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, there you
Defiant.
go.
What
There you
grade?
go. In the seventh. You know what I mean? Don't he don't see no good in what his moms do for him.
You heard of
He
the
just
school Lifeline
lifeline.
No.
over here in Hillside?
Queens.
Mm-hmm.
What was the old name for it? We on the air?
No, yeah, we on here. We on here.
Okay.
We on here. Yeah, but you can talk, yeah.
Okay.
But because this is a part of the conversation. They
Okay.
here. Shout out to everybody that's on right now. You know what it is. We got Tanel Williams in the building. The
Hey.
legendary Detective Keith L. Williams' daughter, man. And like I say, T, and not to get off the topic, we're gonna get back on that topic. But
Yeah, maybe she could give me a mentor for him.
yeah, no, I mean, look, see, there you go. Get that car, goddamn it, and use it. Use it. Use it. That's right. And see, I just want to help him. So right now, you know what it is? He stopped wanting to come to the office. And, you know, I discipline him in a way where, I let him know, I'm not your dad, buddy. I'm your best friend. I'll do anything for you. But I want to be able to speak to you in a way where you don't feel away. I know that he's not used to getting orders or getting
Or
told to do it.
reprimanded or anything
Right.
like that.
So one time we went somewhere and I went with them as a group because I'm the best friend for real.
Mhm.
You asked the baby, she said, that's my best friend.
Mhm.
And when he got up in the morning, I said, D, always make up your bed when you get in the morning. He's like, why? I don't make up my bed. So I said, it's just a thing that you should do. He said, why? So, and he was sincere. He
Right,
wasn't
right.
trying
He
to be
wasn't
rude.
trying to be rude.
Just
he
said,
wanted to
why?
know.
So I say it's very important as adults, and you don't have to be the parent. When you see something, jump in. Because like I say, when we was growing up, the community raised us. You wasn't going to do nothing on the other block and they
Mhm.
don't check that
Yeah,
ass.
but see,
And
that's
whoop
the
you and take you home.
but see that's the thing, the exposure. Remember, these
There
are
you
the
go.
things that they're lacking.
That's yeah. And how do we get it back? Because I swear to God, like you say, the role models ain't there.
No.
The
Well,
pops
because
isn't there.
society now requires the adults, meaning the parents, to do so much that
True.
they spend less time at home and in the neighborhood. Everybody's at work. And then when they come home from work, not to mention the parents who are working 2 jobs. A lot of these homes have single parent households.
That's a
so
fact.
you're tired.
That's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying? It's hard. And to be honest with you, I feel like I stayed in my marriage because I didn't want my son to see that.
Ah,
You see what I'm saying?
okay.
And I feared a lot of, I didn't want my son to have one parent like I had one parent.
Right.
So do I feel like I did a disservice by my son? Absolutely.
Really?
But I didn't know. Yeah, because you think you're saving face for your kid, but you're doing him harm, more
Oh,
harm,
right,
more
by standing
damage, right? And you're
Oh,
doing yourself more
oh,
damage.
right,
You understand what I'm saying?
right.
Because guess what? They're still gonna end up twisted. They still see things that they shouldn't see.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's, and this is where we have to kind of put things back together. This is where we need our
Absolutely.
community centers. This is where we need those teenagers who are gang banging and
Right,
out here smoking whatever weed.
right,
I don't even know the names anymore, and drinking this lean or whatever
right,
they
right.
call it. Now, instead of that, we need them in these centers to be big brothers and sisters
Absolutely.
to the little ones. You
Absolutely.
understand what I'm saying? So they're taking the place of us who are at work and doing things because kids watch everything.
Everything.
They watch and they hear everything. And when we were younger,
Yeah.
we watched everything too, but our parents said, we're adults and you need to leave the room when we're talking. Can't do that anymore. So
Word.
that's the disconnect that I'm trying to put back. And we have the space, we just
Man.
don't have the manpower. We don't
Right.
have people, the adults who can come and watch our kids. But we
Absolutely.
have the parks.
Absolutely.
You understand? Now,
Absolutely.
instead of having these the teenagers are there, but they're doing all the wrong shit.
Absolutely.
They're shooting, they're smoking. You know what I mean? They're doing everything they shouldn't do. So that's what we have to pull back and show them otherwise. And
Absolutely.
the only thing they have to look up to, I mean, everybody wants to be either a ball player or a rapper. Well, that's not going to happen.
Word. Oh, God.
That's not everybody's reality. And that's what I try to explain to my son. And yeah, he's awesome. But guess what? What happens if that doesn't work out? What is your plan B? What's
Oh,
your
man.
plan B?
T, you know, I'll say this to you, man. Like the see, you know, the outlook on things, right? Like even different cultures, right? Their upbringing and everybody raise their kids differently.
Mhm.
I mean, like, you know, her kids, like I said, she do a great job with her kids. She let them speak more freely, though. You know what I mean? You know, my upbringing wasn't. I didn't have that choice.
You know.
You get your teeth swallowed, couldn't say certain things. So I get it, and I get it, and it's also a different culture.
Mhm.
So I get it, but we still have to do one thing. Sometimes we have to apply tough love.
Mhm.
It's still love,
Mhm.
because you want to see your
Mhm.
kids achieve whatever they
Mhm.
want, their goals, but you also have to let them know like what can happen.
Yes,
Because you know
it's
what we
true.
don't do. See, I'm gonna tell you what we don't do. A lot of us don't do this. We don't teach our kids how to live without us.
Mhm. I
Right?
agree.
We don't teach them
I
that.
agree.
If we drop dead, some kids will be so lost
Yes, I agree.
because we don't teach them that independence, showing them certain things that we didn't. You got to teach these kids today how to live without your
I
parents.
agree.
Because it's gonna be a time when mommy and daddy
Are
will
no
no longer
longer
be here.
here.
So what we doing?
I agree.
I mean, so there's a lot of things you got to look at and put that information
I
in them.
agree.
You know what I mean? So I think that, you know, my partner kids, man, is dope. I love them though. See, I love
Right,
them.
right.
I just know that certain things it is hard for me to see. So what I be telling them, like, okay, you know what? He's 14. Give him some space.
Right.
Let him get his thoughts, because you know he grown. He's a
Mhm.
man. He
Mhm.
growing up. He got his own.
Mhm.
Don't force him to do something that he wants. Cause what she do is she love for the kids to be here to learn everything. You know, she wants them to be around, like you say, greatness, the mindset. But I don't want her to force it on him.
Mhm.
I would want him to more like want to come. You know what I mean? Because right now he home, he chilling, he out getting wet, he doing what he want to do. So I be saying sometimes you're dealing with kids, you have to let them get their own little space. Everybody's needed though. Sometimes even kids go in there and get you 5 minutes.
Mhm.
We all need it, so it's very important. So I be telling my friend like, yo, don't never force the hand. Allow things to happen, because what it do is things will eventually unfold. Whatever direction it go into, then you can guide it or lead it in whatever direction you may feel you want it to go in. But give everybody a chance to be them
Yeah, that's true.
and be who you are.
That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying? So it's been, you know, and again, like you say, we can't change the world, but we can change the way we do things.
Mhm.
So I got that same method,
Mhm.
man. I'm gonna try to change the world one block at a time.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
at the end of the day, it's who willing to get that
Mhm.
vibration. I
Mhm.
ain't gonna force your hand.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna talk bad about you or
Mhm.
say anything mean.
Mhm.
See me when you feel
Exactly.
better. I mean, and I think that's what we got to do as adults, and we don't have that. We don't have, like you say, the role model. That's why I miss. Speaking of this, and T, like I say, PAL was a big part of our operation because we used to go speak to the kids. They have a program where if you out there doing the court, give you them a chance to go through PAL's
Right.
program so
Right.
they won't do time.
Right.
So you got to talk to role models and people that's doing positive things, and it worked out so well doing their church and everything. And then the pandemic hit, and then shut everything down. So everything just opened back up. So we're trying to get that ball
Right.
rolling again. Yeah. So I think that's very big what y'all doing, and
Thank
that's
you.
dope, man. And I'm definitely showing out. And if y'all got the mic out there, I would definitely like to touch the mic because one of the gifts that I know that I do have is I'm a great speaker. And I know how to embrace the kids to have them listen at least for 5 minutes. Because their attention span is 5. They're going to give me 5
Yeah,
minutes.
they'll give you 5.
After that, they
right.
forgot me. Shit, but I'm going to catch them for 5 minutes. And 5 minutes can change one life.
Oh,
That
5
mean-
minutes
that mean we
will
accomplished
change
something.
more. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If we change one
Yes.
person, that's still, you got something out of it. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I think what you guys are doing is so dope.
Thank you.
I definitely want to be a part. I want to pop up. I want to
Yes,
show
please,
face
please
and all
do.
that. And I definitely will.
Please
August the
do.
14th, we will be out there
Yes.
1 o'clock. Yes, I'm
August
eating. I'm gonna be at every.
14th.
I'm gonna be at every vending table. What you serve?
Yes. Do it, please. Catch
Yo, I'm
ideas.
definitely doing
Hopefully
that.
September, sometime in September, if not October.
Yes. Okay.
There's the schoolhouse, the park house
Okay.
inside my dad's park.
Wow, man, this is
I
dope.
actually, God willing, I will be directing there.
Wow. Wow.
So
See, I didn't ask you this. Out of everything I asked you, I didn't ask you. So, what is your title? And
so we'll talk about that.
Okay. leave that one alone. We'll
Yeah,
talk about that.
we'll
Okay,
talk-
cool.
we'll talk
So
about that.
see, I want to say no. Seriously, all jokes aside, I know it's 8:37. I'm gonna got like about 4 more questions for you,
Okay.
and we'll close the show. First and foremost, I want to say, what type of music you are into? I never asked you that. Like, what's your thing now? Rap, hip hop?
I don't even know.
You don't know?
No, everything.
It's full. Okay, cool. You can stop that. Yeah, I got this one. Yes. So you don't know? Just a mixture of everything.
Yeah, everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
When the last time you went out and had a good time dance? Can you dance?
I listen. I'm not that old.
No, that's not that.
Dance.
Oh, you can dance though?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
dance.
What about skate? Can you go?
I can skate.
Oh, play
I
pool?
can skate. I
You
know how
can
to
teach
play
me how to
pool.
dance, 'cause she
What?
said I don't know how to
Oh
dance.
my God,
Yeah,
she
I
did it.
can teach you how to dance.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah,
I'm not no pro.
Yo,
No,
she.
at least you know something. At least
I can drop it
got
like
the
it's
one.
hot, but
Oh,
I can't get back up.
Oh no, I'm just gonna
Yeah, I
stop
can
at
just
this
drop it. I can just drop it, but I can't get back up.
When she get down, she getting stuck. Goddammit! I need help. I need assistance. Nothing wrong with that, too.
I could drop it like it's hot.
Yeah.
No, I could swallow.
That's when the
Yo.
age show. I get there, but I can't
but
get
you
back
can't
up.
get back up, right?
Yeah,
Yo, that's
no,
dope.
I go out. I still listen. I
Dope.
like to. I don't like club and all of that. I'm like you. I think
Right,
I've
yeah.
been there,
Done
done
that,
that. But
yeah.
like every now and again, I like to go out.
See, you want to hear something crazy though, for real, and I'm bringing this up because I'm an open book. See, I live, I just thank God, man, every day, but I'm an open book. We went to an event, they called us out, they wanted us to take the show. We went there, then I had a panic attack because, here's the thing, I never had a panic attack in my life, but, sometimes when you live a certain way, you start looking at things of your past life,
Yup.
and you start reflecting.
Yup.
And it happened so bad. I was saying, Julie, come on, get the cameras. We gotta go. And I got real nervous because I seen faces that wasn't good with me. So I knew how to remove me. Cause I know you was drinking, so you was building yourself up to get the courage to do whatever you had planned. I was just a smart enough man to say, let me leave. My president ain't want you at this point. So you gotta get to a point in your life where you gotta know how to remove yourself. So we did a nice event, and then I had a panic attack. But that's my part. She was like, let's go. She grabbed the camera. We just going. Look at this.
She's supposed
Yo,
to do
word,
that.
Look. So we had the cars in the parking lot, right? So I'm like, yo, wait a minute. Don't go to the parking lot. And she's like, why? I said, no, wait. Let's see if we've been followed. Because, just to give you a little more information, because I know I'm like, I had bad blood with him. You know, something transpired when we was younger, and someone got hurt. And you know, sometimes when anybody get hurt, that's something you never forget. So sometimes retaliation is something that you always want to play on. So when you get the opportunity, sometimes it can happen on sight.
Correct.
So that's what I seen, and I thought it was building up to that. So I'm like, yo, listen, I'm old enough, man. I know how to take them stairs. I know how to do all that without saying anything. Let me just remove my ass up out of there. So that's what we did. So, you know, learning how to remove yourself out of situations is very important today. You know, I'm not coming to your party if I wasn't invited.
Yep.
I don't care about what's popping now. So I know how to stay my ass home.
Because it's not important
It's
no
not
more.
important, see? And you know, people, yo, Lo, you 45. I'm 45, but hell with the 45, because you got 45 men that's still living like they're 19.
Yep.
It's just we have to grow.
Yep.
We have to get to a place.
Again, it's that word mindset.
Mindset. So, you
And
know,
the thing is, what those 45-year-olds are doing now, you did, or I should say we did, when we weren't supposed to. Like we,
see, I'm over it. See, but you want to hear something crazy? No, what you just said? I'm so over it.
Yeah.
I'm so over it. And you know, and to speak like this to give how outdated I am, right? I took a young lady. We went to this thing called Hookston Creek in Green Acres. It's a little seafood spot, right? And she's sitting there and she popping gum. It's cool, you chewing gum, you burn or whatever. Just ate. But the way she was popping the gum, respectfully, man, you popping that wow, loud, and you grabbing the because she was blowing bubbles and popping it. And I'm like,
no.
so mama, you popping that wow, loud, you bringing attention to it. So what you mean? I'm chewing gum. And she really took it the wrong way. So I was like, oh, nah. So you taking it the wrong way. I'm just saying, like, you know, it's the place and time for everything. The way you was chewing it, I'm not saying don't chew gum.
Right.
You popping it, making it do all these and all these sounds with the gum. So I said, yo, just take out the gum into the no, got real loud and hood. And that's the space I lost. I outgrew so much. So when I bump into anything that's just not fit well with me, I leave it alone.
You gotta remove
no
yourself.
matter how bad or you think you may leave it for someone else. It's bye. I mean, because it's like anywhere. If I go somewhere and I'm too hood and I'm acting a fool, check my ass so I know how to bring it down. And it should show a nice change. It's good for everybody. So, you know, it's just today in time, man, I'm mingling and dealing with what I want around.
Yes.
I mean, so I tell people, if I have you around, it's good on you. Because I didn't, like you said, you've been there. So, you know, you have to just know how to control your own vibration. And this young lady get mad at me, and I'm going to tell her on air. I just be telling her she's so dope as a being. Yo, Tanil, my heart is big. Her heart is bigger. Period.
That's awesome.
You hear me? Her heart is bigger than mine. And I got on my live like about 2 weeks ago and said, I never met nobody with a big T of sincerity. I never met the person. This young lady came and I said, yo, but babe, your heart is big, but you have to find some sort of control. Because she have control of
nothing.
My steering wheel.
But her steering wheel. That's my thing too,
Right.
her steering wheel.
Right.
And you got to get that control.
Control, right. You have to have boundaries.
Did you?
You have to create boundaries.
Oh my God.
Let them call you bougie.
That's right. Give me something.
Embrace it. Embrace it.
Facts,
and
though.
love it.
That's right. See?
We need to talk.
Yeah. No, she's serious when she said
No,
that. Just because you don't
I'm
know,
so serious.
she's serious because this is what I wanted her to see, right? Because this is her thing with me. She thinks that everybody come around and uses me, right? And I say,
No, it's true.
see, you know, everybody is here to use each other. It's not misused. From
I
when
was
you here
about
to
to say
use
that.
each other, I'm okay with it. Don't misuse me.
Right.
I mean, and I'm okay with it because, see, you know, doing this for a living, you have to do one thing. You have your personality. You have to know that when you're dealing with other personalities, you have to know how to balance yourself because you do want somebody to be comfortable. You want to be comfortable, and you want y'all to
Right,
share
you have to bounce off of.
Yes.
And if you can take something away from it, then that's not really using. Like if there's a give and take,
Absolutely.
it's not
Listen.
using. A lot of times people think that they getting over. Those who think they getting over on you are really not. They really
Listen.
not. I'm
Listen.
telling you, they
Listen.
really
Please listen.
not. And when people, and it's always the ones who think that they're using you who keep coming back. They keep coming back, but those are your Jews because they always bringing you knowledge.
Yo,
So always keep that. Always
Super
keep
fat.
that in mind.
oh my God.
Always keep that in mind.
Super fat. Maybe you can leave me alone a little now? Yeah. Yeah. And see, this is what I be telling my friend, man. You know, a lot of the time I do go through things and I let people feel like they
Getting over.
but I'm just giving them the rope and hanging
Hang
themselves, and
themselves.
then I move on to the next.
Yeah,
And
but
I don't lose
how
sleep.
long is that rope?
Remember,
Sir?
you know, like I'm telling her, like I've been doing this 30 years strong. Nobody know me not to be doing what I'm doing now. For real. Like you could not say, Lo, what did you ever? You would know that I was around this thing, Phil. This is my whole, I created a career from what I do, right? So yeah, I meet people that get over at times, but in the long run, I win.
You win.
I mean, like I was telling everybody, T, at one time, I was selling DVDs, and I had the DVDs going for $1. And people were like, "Why are you selling DVDs for $1?" But I had 10 machines, 10 of the machines going across, so I was able to buy one movie and get blanks and make 1,000 movies from that one movie. So I can let it go for 1,000. So somebody come like, "Yo, let me get 5 movies, low, for $5," and they probably, "Oh, this nigga."
Right.
No, I got 10 machines.
Uh-huh.
I know you definitely coming back.
Back. Yep.
So I got somebody that think they getting over, but they gotta use me as their source. Cause now you gonna take these 5 and sell it for
And
more.
you gonna tell somebody else.
There you go.
Telling somebody
Ooh.
else. That telling
There
somebody
you
That's
go.
different from
No.
what he's going through now.
No, that's the okay. So explain the format. Cause what you consider that I'm gonna do now? Cause you're right. But what is it?
I'm gonna tell him here.
Okay, well one of the things on Ed T, she feels that we so gifted in what we do. I let people come and just tell me anything, and I do it for them and they keep it moving. But like I be telling her, that's a chess move. And you know, she don't know how to play chess, and I'm getting her into this because sometimes in order to see somebody card, you got to let them see how far they'll go. So let me see where you're going with it because, T, you know what? Some people come in disguises. And the order way to expose somebody, you have to pay attention.
Yes.
So you have to let them reveal their card.
Right. I mean, my biggest thing, and I think too, I had to learn a lot of things, a lot from. I think I don't even give my mother enough credit because
Wow.
I just watch her, right? But and she didn't necessarily say this, but just watching, I've learned that you let people. I always let them win the fight, but I win the war
Ooh.
all the time.
God dang.
All the
I
time.
didn't expect her to say
All the time. Like, you got over just this time, but I win the whole battle. Like, all the time, I win. Kingpin. You understand? So it don't
I'm
even
gonna
be worth
end this
it.
motherfucking
You
show.
see what I'm saying? So
Yo,
while you got the $5, I got the $5 million. So it was worth that. And then guess what? Don't come back no more.
oh,
Don't come back no more. So you wrote yourself off.
oh God,
You understand what I'm saying? And it's true. It's true.
I'm
So
glad you
sometimes
said
you
that.
gotta let people.
I'm glad you
You
said
have
that.
to let them come.
When is enough is
no,
enough?
I'm glad
Well,
you said
maybe that's what he has to work on.
Now, I'm glad she said that. Now, let me tell you why I'm glad she said
But
that.
answer that
No,
question.
I am going to answer that right now for you, right? See what you just said, right, T? Coming from everybody come here, family, whoever, they say, yo, Lo, you should be a what?
No.
I should be a millionaire. My question is, how do you know my status?
Mm-hmm.
What if I am?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know. You got assumption. I understand because I'm in a place where you can reach me.
Mm-hmm.
I think I make myself too available.
Mm-hmm.
I have to start allowing people to go through others
Uh-huh.
before they reach me.
So elevation.
Yeah. So one of the things that I tell Juju all the time, like, I'm not gonna let nobody throw me through the mud, but I will cut you off in a good way because I don't want you to leave with bad intents. So I'm gonna do something good to cut you off. So look, I just gave. I'm not gonna talk about it, but I just did something. But that was a cut off, but they didn't know. But that was my way of saying adios. I'm out of here.
Right.
And you happy because you just got something that you feel you got over on.
Like you won, right?
But I'm
That's
no
the
longer
end.
around. So who won? Me, because now I don't have to worry about
That was
nothing
a
coming from
one-shot
that.
deal.
One shot deal. You understand? So that's where it's at, man. It's just learning life and things like that. So, you know, this young lady coming around, I said, Juju, you my best, and you came and showed great potential and got it. You were it. But you only been around 2 years. I've been doing this 30-something. So I'm used to it. I already know how to balance things out. So I tell her, don't worry, because I know you for my best interest. And I'm watching, I see. So I just tell her, don't get aggravated, because she get aggravated when somebody
So she got your back.
Yeah, she be ready to, what?
She got your back.
And see, this is where, and this is how we're going to end the show. First and foremost, it's 8:50. I want to say thank you, T. But I want to say this. I want to say this before you close it. I want to say this. I don't never get caught up with the media or certain things, because I know that a lot of things been tampered with, right? Even when it comes to our history. Men is natural born protectors. And somewhere history got tampered with, and that's here or there. But I think, and this is my assumption, women is the true leaders. Women is supposed to lead. This is my assumption. We supposed to protect and make sure everything is clear. Because we can buy the house, not gonna make it a home.
Right.
Everything that the man do, the woman enhance it.
Right.
So y'all are different type of beings. So men have to show more of appreciation today. And we have to, that comes from learning and getting to that level of the mindset.
Correct.
You got to know the gift that's before you, because how could you have any good when you don't do good from something that came from you or created you? You understand? So we just got to know boundaries and certain things and put it in play. And once we get structure, we have order. But a lot of us don't have no structure, so there's no order. So today in time, man, like I tell my friend all the time, don't worry about nobody getting over on me. I'm prayed up, and he got me. Because one of my biggest prayers, T, no lie, I don't pray long. I used to. But now I just say, Father God, lead me in the right direction. Whatever don't belong, remove it. When I put it in his hand, I leave it alone.
it.
Whatever your agenda is, whatever your motives,
That's
you worry about that. I'm prayed up with God. You can't hurt me. He's not allowing it.
That's
I mean?
right.
So you got to know how to move today. So I'm just trying to show the young lady, don't worry, and she be ready to fight. I'm like, Juju, you can't fight one. Two is, I don't want you to get into this, you know what I mean? So
She got your
you know,
back.
She got my back, you know what I mean? And that's where the support comes from. And that's when I asked you about the support system.
Dope.
So T, I want to say, man, thank you.
Thank you.
So freaking much.
Yes.
And let me tell you something. I had a great conversation with you.
So did
I had a great
I.
conversation with you, man. I did, man. And
Thank
we touched everything.
We did.
And it was
This
so
is
dope.
dope.
It was dope, man.
Yeah.
It was
I
so
had
dope.
fun.
And I want to say thank you. Keep up the good job and keep being great, because you got something that's going to be around to you.
I'll be back.
Pass it forward. Absolutely. Oh, I'm coming to your table. You're around. Whenever.
August
No, I'm coming to the
14th.
event, but she said she also going.
14, no?
Yeah. That's the event. But then you see, you going to
Yes,
do a,
yes.
or something like a yeah. So I'm showing up for
Yes,
you. That's right.
yes.
And if you need the equipment to do
There
it,
we go
that,
again.
okay.
I'm gonna throw
We.
something
I'm
at
sorry.
you.
We got this. You checking me out. Shout out to everybody that's on right now, man. I
Thank
appreciate
you,
it. We got a lot of
everyone.
listeners. Thank you so much. That's Neil Williams,
If
legendary
y'all
detective.
listening, make
L.
sure y'all
Williams.
pop out August 14th to
Yes, please.
Detective Keith Williams Park, Liberty Avenue, and 173rd.
Absolutely. T, let me ask you though. Anybody that want to sponsor or just donate or just be able to reach you or contact you, do you have information or
Yes,
Instagram?
you can call me 347-408-8822, or you can hit me up on Instagram at Miss Tenille to you. That's MSTENNILLE, the number 2 and you.
Wow.
Or my second Instagram page, which is DET Keith Williams.
Dope. So now, man, I had a great time, man.
So did
we
I.
We're gonna do this again.
Yes.
We have to do this again. Thank you so much for coming
Thank
out,
you.
taking the time out,
you.
and I truly appreciate you.
Yes.
And let me just say this. For the 5th time, you look beautiful.
Thank you. I love you.
your
I
complexion,
love you.
too.
Love
know
you.
what
I
I'm
miss
saying?
you.
You already know.
Yes,
Listen,
this
thanks to
is
everybody
super
on
dope.
dope. You already
Thank
know
y'all.
what it is. You gonna get some fake love. You already know what it is. Let's go. See,
Yeah, this is awesome. This is
Thank
gonna
you
be
so much, man. I
blue.
appreciate
It's gonna be lit.
Blue honey,
I appreciate you, T.
We gonna do it big.
fake ass niggas. Yeah. Quit showing me fake love. Quit showing me fake love. Quit showing me fake love.
Fake shit. Yeah.
Too many people in my circle, it really taught me a lesson. If it ain't about a bag, then don't sweat it. I ain't gotta be a blood or a crip, the G check it. I'm just trying to get rich. You niggas don't gotta respect it. Quit showing me fake love and think that I ain't gon' say none. I'm just swagging, back dragging, stop lacking. What else do you expect me to say, son? Yeah, quit showing me fake love. Quit showing me fake love.
Time for the fake love.
Quit showing me fake love.
Time for the fake
Get that bag,
love.
Pinky. I had to open my eyes. They just wanna see me fall. They rather see me behind bars. They don't wanna see me ball. This is all part of the game. Before I stood, I had to crawl. Shit don't make sense. Shit don't make sense. I'm sick of all these fake friends. They see me up now out the blue. They wanna make men's. Shit sad. Whole time they showing me fake love. Shit sad. Whole time they showing me fake love. It's part of the reason why bitch really hate love. Shit different. They call me Pinky Lyrics. I'm not worried about these clowns, but they giant down my business. I only hopped on this beat so I could master it and kill it. I'm not the queen of rap, but my bars gon' make you feel it. That's a fact. Too many knobs went in my back. I'm only trying to keep the peace instead of walking with my strap. Continue making this money, keep on bodying these tracks. Continue making this money, keep on bodying these tracks. Yeah,